What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 5, chapter 5 of the Noname podcast. On this end, we got me, your boy Dre, and on the other side, we got.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Travis, man. Nice talking to y'all again.
Yep, we appreciate you guys tuning in with us for yet another week. But, Travis, got a real important question to ask you, my brother.
Go ahead, man. What's up?
Uh, do you think women today have too much power?
What do you mean?
So, for example, I saw this meme of this dude laying on the front lawn with his dog, and they were chilling, looking happy and shit. And the caption of the meme had read, "Me getting ready for bed after winning an argument with my wife." So I saw that, and I was like, "Hold on, if he won the argument, why the fuck he got to sleep outside in a house that he's
Right.
probably the one paying for and whatnot?"
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like it's a thing. It's been a thing in society for so long that I think it's people think that that's like a normal thing where it's like if I'm upset with you, you know what I mean, then you have to go to the couch. And
Mm-hmm.
it seems like it's always a dude that has to go to the couch. It's almost like being punished or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel like when you get into an argument, sometimes you do need to, step away from each other for a while, give each other some space. But you should always just try to work it out. Even before you go to bed for the night, like just try to talk it out, and stuff like that. And communication is so important in relationships, man. That I feel like that's what falls short a lot of times. And I think that lack of communication is what causes situations like that where you know, one person in the relationship feels like they may have an upper hand or they may have some sort of, excuse me, they may have some sort of, I guess, like underlying power over the other person in some kind of way. And, I feel like that a lot of times put on the woman because, that quote, happy wife, happy life. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always about, it almost feels like we constantly have to uh, court them. You know what I mean? Like as you should, but then it's like to a certain extent where it's like as the man, when do we kind of get that same treatment in return? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Especially how you just said, happy wife, happy life. Like, if you truly think about it, that motto or whatever starts before you're even married. Because guess
Yep.
what? It's usually the guy that's pursuing the woman, like, oh shit, she looks fine. Let me go holler at her real quick. Let me go talk to her. So it's like how you just said, it's us, our job as the men to court the woman. So it's like, happy friend, happy life, happy girlfriend, happy life. Like, because we're the ones, showing out to get to know them, show them what we're about, that we're like genuine dudes and whatnot, trying to really get with them. Where it's like, if your girlfriend not happy, your life not about to be happy. So if your wife ain't happy, your life definitely ain't about to be happy, and whatnot. And uh, I just think that's the society norm that men are the hunter gatherers. Like we're the ones out here pursuing the women 90% of the time. Not saying women don't pursue men too, and whatnot, because that's definitely something happening out here in the world these days. But
Yeah.
it's definitely like the man is courting the woman, setting up the relationship and potentially the future with that woman. Whether you guys start dating, get serious, get engaged, get married, and then so on and so forth and whatnot. But to say like if women have too much power, I think they do because we give them the power, so to speak. Because it's like the man as a hunter. At the end of the day, what does he want? He wants some ass. Yes, he does, but men also want companionship too, and whatnot.
Right.
So it's like we are prepared to basically do what the woman wants out the gate. Like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? Yeah, sure, cool. Like, what kind of stuff you interested in? What do you want to do and whatnot? Which we've talked on this. We touched on this topic a couple weeks ago when we first started out this podcast and everything. But it all ties into the bigger picture that I truly believe that women have like the power, even though men are considered the breadwinners of the household, which women could definitely be that too. Not discrediting that at all. It's definitely happening out here. But to tell me that if I win an argument in my own house and I can't sleep in my own bed, that's where I'm like, yo, what in the hell?
Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of times when you talk to certain men that are married or whatever, uh, like how you said, they say we're supposed to be the leaders of the household. We're supposed to be the providers of the household, and it's kind of like we kind of determine, what I mean, what goes on in the household. Like with the family business, right? But when you really think about it, when you talk to a married man, and the number one thing they usually say when it involves anything with the house is, "Let me talk to the wife first."
Yep.
It's always, "Oh, talk to the wife about that," or "Let me talk to her first." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I feel like, if those boundaries aren't set between, the couple that's in that relationship, I feel like a lot of times you doing that can, in a way, kind of elevate the other person without you even knowing. It's kind of like how you said, it's the thing that's kind of been embedded in our minds from Jump Street,
Yep.
where it's like, yeah, we're the providers of the household, or we're the protector of the household, but at the end of the day, in some weird way, this is her shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like that. And that whole quote, "Happy wife, happy life," you know, when you really kind of dissect that whole statement, it's kind of toxic, bro. When you really think about it, because it's almost saying, if you're not, in my opinion, if you're looking at it a certain kind of way, it's almost saying like, if you're not doing things to please her, then your life will be miserable. Why is that?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. That's super crazy because it's like happy wife, happy life. So you're saying even if I'm not happy,
Right.
like this shit's not gonna go well. Like, because men take on a lot of stress in their own life too. For one, like I said, being the targeted breadwinner of the house, paying the mortgage, paying the bills, ensuring all the cars are running well, oil's changed, any handyman shit around the house. I mean, men cook and clean too in the relationship, so we're not just gonna put that on the woman in its entirety. Like, that's not like their thing to do. Like, men could do everything also.
Right.
So it's like we get stressed out too. We carry a lot of weight on our shoulders, keeping the household together, keeping the family tight. If there is a family involved, kids and whatnot. Not saying every relationship has kids, but it's like, how come there's no happy husband, happy life? Granted, it doesn't rhyme, but like, if you're a partner in a relationship, it should literally be 50-50.
I agree. And that's the funny thing. Uh, I was watching this podcast before where the guy was saying something about 50-50 in a relationship,
Yeah.
and he was saying his definition of 50-50 to me was a little extreme, right? So he was saying, in a 50-50 relationship, he was like, if there's a situation where you hear a noise downstairs or something, right? He
Mm-hmm.
said, if we 50-50, then when she looks at me, she's like, "You gonna go check it out?" He be like, "No, bitch, this is 50-50, right? So you go downstairs, I'll make breakfast in the morning."
I'll make breakfast in the morning.
So he was basically just saying, if it's 50-50, then that means everything should be 50-50. It shouldn't be a situation come up where you're the man in the house, but it's kind of like, but you said this was 50-50 though.
Yeah.
So technically, either one of us could make a move on this. You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. It's just that whole happy wife, happy life thing is just, I think that whole statement should kind of, you should of course try to make your partner happy, but I think that statement has to be tweaked a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, yes, happy wife, happy life. But like I said, it's a partnership. You're both in it together. It's not like one guy or one person is doing all the work while the other one just reaps the benefits of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's like like how you just said, the whole an intruder breaks in type shit. Like, all right, that's when it's kind of like the man's role as the protector to either get the gun or get the bat and run downstairs and crack this motherfucker's head or some shit. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't never expect my girlfriend, fiance, wife, significant other, whomever, to get up out of bed, grab the M9, and then check out like the noise downstairs. Like, 100% of the time uh, do that and whatnot.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it was funny because bro, I don't have any guns yet. So I kind of like the whole quarantine. I just been sitting down like, man, I really need to get something for the house. And it was funny because I've been watching like a crap load of Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I saw that I think they're putting out a Milan movie or something. It was supposed to come out. I want to say it was this month. And the studio decided to put it out for rent. But the thing that's crazy is instead of putting it in the theater, right? But the thing that's crazy, to rent the movie is going to be like $30, bro.
To rent?
To rent it, just because it didn't go to cinema. So I'm thinking that they have to get their money back. So I'm sitting there looking at this, right?
What
And
is
I'm saying,
what
huh?
is what is renting a movie like? Do I only have it to stream for like a certain amount of time?
So I know with
Because
Files,
30
huh?
bucks, 30 bucks is a whole fucking DVD. Like I can keep
Exactly.
that shit.
Bro, that's more than a movie ticket. And it's crazy because I was on Fios the other day. I rented I forgot what movie it was, but I rented it, and you literally only have your rent for 2 or 3 days. And then if you complete the movie, I think it expires within like 24 hours after you complete it. So it basically shortens those 2 3 days they gave you to watch the movie. So I'm sitting here like, is this gonna be the new thing now? Where it's like we're gonna just start, you know, basically renting movies that were supposed to be released in the theaters. And then I'm like, if that is supposed to be the new, that's the new thing, is this going to kill the cinema industry? Because I'm getting emails uh, from the movie theater that me and my wife like to go to called iPick. They were saying that the cinema industry needs your help and all this stuff. And I can only assume that a lot of these theaters are starting to feel it because they're still not open, bro. Like a lot of them are opening. I want to say till this weekend, actually. I know Regal was supposed to be opening this weekend, today, but it's just, I wonder, like, will this kill the cinema industry?
I think potentially it definitely has the power to because we're already in August and shit started shutting down like February, March time frame. So it's already been 3, 4, 5 months, of these movie theaters with closed doors. So they're not selling tickets. They're not making their money selling overpriced ass popcorn and fat ass sodas
Yeah.
and whatnot. So it's like it's been months of that of money just being thrown away because essentially like these motherfuckers still have to pay their
Right.
property like their property fucking payments like whether it's mortgage or they're renting the property or whatever. Like they
Mm-hmm.
still have to pay to have that business just sitting on a lot. But with everything moving to streaming, I think it potentially can, uh, if not completely kill the market, cripple the cinema market. Because
Yeah.
eventually, I think there's going to be, a cure or a major fix for this whole outbreak, pandemic, epidemic, whatever the fuck it's called. That'll eventually, people will start getting comfortable being in large crowds. Because think about it, movie theaters, you're sitting arm to arm with a motherfucker beside you.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sure I think you said Regal is going to open soon. I guarantee you they'll have like spaced out seating and they'll only have certain availability of tickets to sell to the viewings. But I would say at this moment, cinema may be at its lowest point, but it can slowly, I think, crawl up the ladder to success again, just as time plays out.
Yeah. And it's funny because in Baltimore there was a drive-in cinema that's been there for years, and a lot of those went away years ago. Um, but they closed their doors for a little while and they reopened. They were
Mm-hmm.
like one of the first places to reopen, and they were selling out shows every single night, bro. Even on movies that have been out for for years, like they're playing old stuff like Back to the Future, the Star Wars movies, like they're playing everything. But people are going. You know what I mean? I think that uh that aspect right there, I think that will save the cinema industry. I think you'll see a lot more drive-in movies again,
Yeah.
which is kind of like it's weird. It's like history repeating itself in a way. Like you'll start to see those a lot more. I just worry a little bit about the smaller I guess movie chains like iPick or I think I want to say Cinemark is a pretty decent size.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, but like you always will see a Regal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Regal's literally everywhere. So it's kind of like I worry about the cinema industry shutting down just because that's one of my favorite things to do. Like to me there's nothing like going to the theater, sitting down with by yourself or with your significant other or your friends or whatever and just escape for a little while. You know what I mean? So that would be one of those things that would actually make me really sad if it went away, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It's just that experience.
yeah, that would be a huge downer in the world if that whole industry just up and left. Because, like you said, the bigger companies are like Regal, Cinemark, AMC. Um, what else?
That's
Whatever.
about it,
Yeah,
man.
those are all the juggernauts, and then
Yeah.
how you said you got the smaller companies like iPick, which I think may be on that side because I've never heard of iPick out here. And then
Really?
yeah, I've never heard of that, but out here out west we have drive-in theaters still and whatnot. I've been to a couple of them.
Wow.
And that's like living a piece of history because my parents and whatnot like told me
Yeah.
stories of that, and then like grandparents were like, oh yeah, back in our day we had drive-in theaters, and with the 5-cent popcorn buckets and stuff.
Yep.
So like to live that, and then even now, I'm not sure how it happened back then. If it was just like a big ass speaker that just blasted the sound, but out here you tune into like a special radio station and you get the movie audio in your car through your radio. So if you have like a
What?
if you have like a booming ass sound system or something, like you hear all that as opposed to just like a distorted speaker from X amount of meters or yards away, just blasting the music at you.
Damn.
So I think that's a cool little futuristic twist on a classic thing to do, movie wise. But I would be crushed too if I could no longer go to a sit down movie theater. Because, like you said, that's something you would do with your significant other, your friends, like just catching a good ass movie. Plus, you get the whole, yeah, you could stream all these new movies on Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, shit, even ESPN, all these other streaming services. But the whole experience and ambiance is sitting in a dark ass theater with like the huge Dolby surround sound system. The previews of the movies definitely play an experience too.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the overpriced snacks, motherfuckers be sneaking their own shit in. But if you want a big ass icy for like $12.95, be my guest. But
Yeah.
it's a whole experience. Yes, you're going to see one movie, but the whole standing in line to get your ticket, getting your refreshments, finding your seats, fucking walking by, motherfucker. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, excuse me, sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. Excuse me, sorry.
Bro.
Like it's an overall experience that you're paying for, and we're going to be losing that. With if everything becomes like 100% stream based.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the place I was telling you about, the iPick place that we go to, dude, it's one of those things where it's like once you go there, you kind of don't want to go back to a regular theater. It's like you have to. Like it's one of them things where there's two different levels of seating. So it's like you have the regular and then you have the premium plus. They give you a fucking blanket with complimentary popcorn. It's kind of expensive though. I'm not gonna hold you. And then you could, if you get their premium plus, you could sit down and the waiter comes out to you and take your order, and it's just like it's a whole vibe, bro. Like the whole thing is just, even like the smells of the theater. Even though some of them theaters smell like old kids vomit and shit, but like some of the
kids vomit.
but the smell of like the popcorn and all that and the nachos, man, I love it, bro. I love it. And it's funny because the one theater we go to, man, they got an array of alcoholic beverages too.
A word? Shit,
Yeah,
even,
man.
even out here, Galaxy, that's what it is. So we got a theater out here called Galaxy Theater, and that's one I frequent often. And I never knew movie theaters could even do that.
Yeah.
First time I walked in that bitch, I was like, wait a minute, I can get a bottle of wine and watch the Avengers? Like, all right, cool.
I was about to say.
I'm going to be in the wrong mood for the wrong movie, but fuck it, let's do it. But that's funny. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the alcoholic beverages, what are what are some of your favorite like drinks? Whether it's like the hard shit, the liquor, or even beer wise. What does Travis have in his Frigidator?
Shit, man. So, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I fell into like a rose kick, bro. I don't know what's wrong with me, dog.
That's the latest thing.
The latest is rose with maybe like a little bit of honey jack on top of the fridge, chilling. Like, and occasionally I get a beer. Like I used to be into Guinness for a while, but then after a while I was like, yeah, this is a little too bitter for me. So I started switching it up to you ever had Modelo?
Yes, sir.
Or so Modelo is one of my go-tos. Stella is another go-to.
Stella
And then-
Artois.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And then
dog.
you know, I think me and you share this one is the Angry Orchard.
Yep.
Yeah, we share that one.
Yes, sir.
Bro, you put that honey jack with some sweet tea, it's a different hit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell you.
That's a Southern classic.
Oh my goodness,
But
boy.
then you can't even go wrong with this a simple Jack and Coke.
Just
Like
glad. Oh man.
a simple Jack and Coke, because shit, all the shit you just named, we have a lot in common. So beer wise, you already killed the Stella. I think I had my first Modelo with you that one time you guys came out to visit.
That's right.
Anything apple, so Angry Orchard, Strongbow, Red's Apple
Strong was
Ale.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
Like I'ma admit it, I drink some bitch beers. You know, people gonna hear this podcast and judge me, motherfuckers. I like the bitch beers and whatnot. But
Bro, but yeah, go ahead, man. My bad.
yeah, so those are my beers of choice. But then, my younger days, I used to go head over heels for some Fireball until that shit just it gave me too many bad memories and too many bad experiences to where like if I even smell cinnamon anything, unless it's a fucking cinnamon roll, I'm like, yo, that's taking me back to the dark days
Bruh.
of the Fireball. But now I feel like an old ass nigga. Like I like whiskey. Like if I were to go downstairs right now, I got Honey Jack, Old Number 7, Gentleman's Jack. Like I have like 3 bottles of whiskey just chilling on my counter, and then I even have a bottle of Hennessy VSOP that my homie bought me for my birthday a couple months ago
Nice.
and whatnot. But I usually either drink socially or after a long ass hard ass day of work. So,
Yeah.
but them bottles just be sitting there aging and whatnot.
Yeah, see, that's the funny thing, right? So I barely drink anything nowadays, bro, to be completely honest. It's been like that for maybe the past like about 3 years. Like I'll have a beer maybe like every 3 or 4 months, to be completely honest. And then the hard liquor, man, I can't go near it no more, bro. Like when I first turned 21 is when I started, exploring the whole drinking game and shit. And I had some. I remember I was over one of my boys' house. I think you remember seeing these pictures too. I had some. I had some Jamaican overproof or Jamaican something like that. It's a clear drink, Dre. And it's so nasty, bro. Your boy was drinking it straight with some ice, and I was crushing.
Nasty as in like
Bro,
the taste, or was it like was it?
Bro, it's a combination. The smell of it, I can't even explain it, bro. The smell of it is bad. The taste is bad. But I had like a real bad day. Like we had an all hands meeting at work on a Saturday, and I was like, man, what the hell y'all doing? And I linked up with them at my boy's house, and I got a little story behind this one too. So we're drinking in the basement. They're mixing, I think. I'm just drinking that shit with ice, bro. And I remember we ordered some carry out. So I said, yeah, I want some shrimp fried rice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there. I remember because my boy's brother is in the Army, and he had did a couple of deployments, and I always used to talk to him about his military experiences and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember he came downstairs. I said, man, I respect the shit out of you, man. I remember
This man was hype. He was hype as fuck
yeah,
talking to this dude.
so I remember my eyes were real low because there was a video of it, first of all. That's why I remember. And he was talking. I said, man, so like, what the hell did you do? So he was talking to me, and I'm zoned out, bro. I'm staring at him like I'm like really focused, but I don't remember none of this. And I ate, so the food finally come. I'm crushing the shrimp fried rice. There's shrimp in my lap. and shit.
As
And
in,
then
like, as in, like, the food's dropping and shit.
yeah,
like,
the food's falling, bro. But I'm crushing. I'm thinking I'm crushing this shit. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm dropping food right now. So then I told my boy, I said, man, what you got? He said, man, I got some chicken. Was it chicken fried steak or something? No, not chicken fried steak. It's the chicken cheese steak. That's what it was. A little sandwich. So I said, man, throw some of that in here.
Throw some of that.
So I started eating that too. And this is why I said I think you might have seen a video on Instagram years ago when I was next to that toilet with the grape.
This homie was laid out beside that.
Bro, I remember like waking up in the dark. These niggas left me in the bathroom, young, and it was with the light off. And I remember I was throwing up in the toilet because I was basically leaning on it. And then when I finally came to, it was like 4:30 in the morning, bro. When we started drinking, it may have been like 5 p.m., like 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I remember I said, man, what the hell happened? And they were watching the Cartel show. And they was like, bro, you got fucked up. And I was like, never touching that stuff again. I can't even eat shrimp fried rice like that no more.
Oh, man.
Terrible experience, bro. After that, I was like, I'm never drinking like that again, bro. I never got that drunk again.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I remember seeing that video on IG, and homie opened the door and turned the light on, and you was just like laid out, propped up against the wall with your head dangling. I'm like, yo, like, get this man, what's that shit that they rub together? A defibrillator. Like, you need to charge this man's body or something. Like, get him awake.
Wait, I got drunk with you.
No, you didn't.
Just first time in Vegas. You remember? Well, no, hold on. I got drunk. Everybody else was straight.
Yeah, you was gone. We was fine.
I was about to say everybody else was good. Videos of that too. I'm like, damn, man.
Yep. Because I remember I got you guys from the airport, and I think we stopped at like a liquor store or some shit near
right
my
by
apartment.
your house. Yeah,
right by the apartment. And then this nigga was like, "Hey man, I got the bottle of Hennessy." I'm like, "Oh shit."
I remember it was cold. I was like, what?
Yeah, because you bought the bottle out the fridge, and the nigga behind the counter was mad because he wanted that bottle when he left work.
Yeah. You can tell he was pissed. He was like, that was the last one.
Yeah, because I remember, like you said, can I get a bottle of Henny? And you gave him your ID, and you was like, can I get that one in the fridge? And he was like, no.
Dog, he looked so upset because that joint was just chilling right there on the shelf by itself, you know, nothing else around it.
That joint had the heaven spotlight shining on it, like he knew that bottle was for him in the shift. And then hear your happy ass come in. Hey, can I get that bottle in the fridge? And he was like, come on, man. But
reluctant.
But he knew he couldn't say shit. Like,
right.
Like, nah, nigga, the customer's always right.
Bro, it was just, I was so disappointed in myself, man. Got back to your spot, and it was just, we ate pizza, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just gone. And y'all put them damn headsets on me looking crazy.
This man took my work headset and propped it on my man's ears.
Bro, and the sap, I don't remember none of that. I don't even remember it. Oh, man.
This man was knocked out.
Well, you had any, like, experiences like that, though, where you just, like, you can't really remember, like, what happened, but there's always some type of footage of it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, my younger days, being a young buck in the streets of Japan back when I was stationed overseas, I forgot what the occasion was, but it definitely happened earlier before my going away party, before moving back to the States. But I just remember it was a bunch of us from work out too, and we pre-gamed at this one spot called Ninjas, and at Ninjas they have a beer pong, but in Japan they have these beers called chuhais, which are like these fruit flavored beers, and like they taste sweet as shit, and they're like 4 or 5%, or you can get the chuhai strong, which are like, I want to say 9 to 13% or whatever alcoholic content. But we pre-gamed there. We're playing beer pong. And like we were there for a minute too, just like getting toasted off of that. And then we went to this other bar. I forgot the fucking name of it, but from beer pong, I'm already lit. I'm like, yo, let's fucking go. So we go to the spot, the next spot, and I I'm going around everybody. I'm like, shot, 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 shot. Everyone's like, fuck yeah. They're like, is it on you? I'm like, yeah, first round's on me. So I go back to the bar. I'm like, yo, I need like 12 flaming pumpkin shots. And they was like, oh, flaming pumpkin shots coming right up. Like, the Japanese bartenders and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I go back to the table. I'm like, all right, they're getting it ready. So then the bartender comes around with the shots, and she gets the little fire starter, the lighter, and she lights the shots. And everyone's got their pictures out, taking like the little IG pictures, like, oh shit, look at the shots. So then we all grab our shot, cheers, cheers, clang them shit together and just throwing them back. And from there, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, so I remember taking 2 shots because I bought the first round and my homie bought the second round. And after that second round is when time travel started. And after that second shot, I woke up in my dorm. But it wasn't until like days later, months later, years later, just catching up with certain friends and whatnot, like piecing that one night together, that it was wintertime. So I had like my favorite hoodie was this New Balance hoodie. And I remember I had the New Balance hoodie and Obey hat snapback on and whatnot. And I just remember waking up the next morning with my white t-shirt on, my jeans scuffed and cut up and shit. My shoes were destroyed. Like I forgot what Jordan 3s I had them, but them shits had like probably throw up on it.
Damn.
Dirt, mud.
I was gonna
scratches.
say, did you fall?
Nigga, I don't know what happened, but I just remember talking to one of my friends years later, recently, to where she was like, do you remember that night you bumped into me in Misawa? Misawa was the city we were in. And I was like, nah. She was like, I felt so worried. You were like walking down the street. You were alone. It was wintertime. You only had on like a t-shirt and your jeans and your shoes were all fucked up. And I was like, damn, for real?
Damn.
And she was like, yeah, like you were like so out of it and like drunk that like I didn't know to like either like help you or like let you find your friends. So I just left her ass alone. I'm like, damn. All right, that's cool. But I guess I eventually found some friends, and we had this little chicken spot. It was like literally a fucking 2 foot by 2 foot hut with a nigga in the grill, or a Japanese dude in the grill, that would make these little containers of fried chicken and whatnot. And I remember my buddy showed me the photo, and friend number 1, if you're listening, don't release that photo. But it was we
release that joint.
Nah, I'm suing if you do. But in the photo, it's both of them. I'm sitting in the middle. Both these niggas got their phones up, like recording, taking pictures and shit. And then it's just me in the middle, head down in a trash can. I'm like, oh no. And then,
bro, I remember years ago seeing you with that picture with you in the mattress. I thought that's what you were about to say.
Nah, that was the Alaska trip, but this is back in Japan. So the picture is me. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. It's me with my head in this bucket, and like I said, I don't remember this night. Like talking to people time later, piecing it together. They told me that we got kicked out, obviously, because I'm throwing up. I'm being like, mad crazy in the spot. And the dude was like, you leave trash can, this is my trash can. And I shit you not, my buddy was like, Dre, you said, fuck you, this is my trash can now. And I walked out with the joint, and they was like, oh, bro, like we gotta go back to base now, bro. And that was one crazy night in Misawa that I think it's them shots and drinks that I had that made me really hate anything cinnamon or like Fireball related and whatnot.
I believe it.
That was, whoo boy, like I could go on forever with them stories of the crazy young drinking days.
Yeah, it was funny because that wasn't the time that I had with you when we had the Hennessy. I had another situation with Hennessy, that was the last time I like really drank, bro. Mm-hmm. Started off at this hookah spot, and I remember because it was me, my wife, and her friend. But this was before you even dating or anything. And I'm chilling at first. I'm drinking a fucking Heineken, something I never do. And I remember this girl was next. She was like, "Oh, if they drinking liquor, why you gotta be here?" And she like flirting. I'm like, "Bitch, I was like, if you don't leave me alone." So I'm like babysitting this Heineken, like not really trying to get drunk. And so her cousin was the bartender. So she was like, "Yeah, it's her birthday. Y'all want some shots?" So I was like, "Yeah." So they were like, "What should we get?" I was like, "Fucking Hennessy." So here we go. We starting up. One shot of Hennessy go around. Then I get a rum and coke. So now I'm feeling all right because I had a beer, rum and coke, and Hennessy now, right? So I'm 3 drinks in. They chilling or whatever. We leave there. Everybody's kind of buzzed. We leave there, and then we take a taxi to this place called the Ultra Bar thing. And it's like every level they play a different genre of music. So like the bottom level was like, like dance music. And then the second level was like salsa, and the third level was hip hop, and then the fourth level was like rock and roll. So we started off at the bottom, wasn't feeling it. Go up to the second level, and it's just like the vibes are there. Everybody dancing like with the salsa music and everything. And I'm leaning on the bar, and I say to the bartender, I was like, "Yeah, man, let me get 3 shots of Hennessy." So he was like, "Oh, okay." So he pours them. I'm still looking at the dance floor, and my wife's friend points at the bar. So I turn around. He done poured 6, Dre. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
6.
I said, "Hold on." Yeah, he poured six shots of Henny. So I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Wait, what? I only ordered 3." He said, "Nah, like you get 3, but then the other 3 on the house." I was like,
Oh shit.
so you know the 3 shots of Henny alone was like $50, bro. Like the drinks I feel in DC are just upcharged to the roof. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because you're in DC.
Yeah, so you know we take the first shot. I'm like, "Look, we can't babysit. We gotta knock the second one down." Knock the second one down, bro. At this point, I am lit. That's why I hate Hennessy, bro. Hennessy will sneak up on you. It's not one of them joints where it's like, "Oh yeah, you feeling a buzz." It's like, "No, nigga, you drunk now." Like you're here now. And I'm upstairs doing something I never do, bro. I'm dancing and shit. I was like, I feel so embarrassed, bro, doing these dumb ass moves. I was like, I know I don't have rhythm, but I didn't care. So after that, man, I had to take one of them, as I like to call, self-care days.
Self-care days. Which, those are definitely important, though. Gotta have those.
Oh, for sure. But like, the thing that's funny, there's a huge difference between, like, the men and women's self-care days, bro. Like,
Yeah.
What do you consider like a self-care day for you though? As a single man.
as a young Vegas bachelor, I would say a self-care day for me would honestly it besides a work day, honestly, self-care for me is damn near just me and my free time, whether it's going to the gym, getting the iron therapy in, trying a new food spot. I use Yelp a lot, so I'm always checking out new food spots, whether it's like Japanese, Italian, desserts, or boba, or sushi, or whatever. So that shit, even shooting, like, because shooting to me
True.
is therapeutic and relaxing. You know, loading up my truck, getting all my magazines loaded, make sure all the guns are primed and ready and shit, and just heading out to the desert with like a few random targets or fucking miscellaneous bullshit to shoot. And that's one of my most done activities these days is shooting. Granted, like, because of the whole pandemic, ammo is scarce, but I buy my shit online. But shooting is one of my activities. Or picking an old album or artist and just going through their catalog, put the AirPods in or the headphones, and just listen to some old tunes, chilling out. Or I'll say one of my favorite things that I've been doing forever is just hopping in the whip with no destination, just going for a drive. Just depending on the weather, it could be the windows down or cracked. Either like some good tunes or like Sirius XM or some shit, and just driving, clearing my mind, and just no destination, just driving to drive.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because that is I went to work last night just to put my time sheet in, and then I came home, but it was like 1 a.m, and you reminded me, like, I forgot how good it feels to just drive with nobody else on the road, just like, you know, the interior lights in your car kind of, you know, they kind of dim a little bit and you just chilling to some music. That is like one of the best feelings in the world, bro. And you know, like now, you know, so you don't have a lot of time between work and the family with a kid and everything.
Yeah.
So I'd say my self-care is just like, you know, going out doing some photography or you know, playing a game.
I fucking left that out too. And gaming, goddamn.
Yeah, bro, gaming is very therapeutic for me, bro. Like I don't think people understand especially I think to men, gaming is like our escape because that's pretty much all we have.
Yep.
And that raises another question about the whole self-care thing, right? So it's like I was thinking about this the other day. Is it weird? Like, you know how girls, they do self-care together, right?
Yeah.
They go get their pedicures. They go to the massage spot.
Spa days.
Yeah, spa days. Bro, is it weird for men to go to spa days together?
I'm gonna let you guys answer that in the comments down below. But
like, how do you ask that question to your boy? Hey, bro, what you doing this week?
Yeah, I don't know how you even start to put that in the group chat with the boys. But I don't know. I mean, I think initially out the gate they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like, but I think it could be done like dudes, you know, taking care of themselves. 'Cause especially like it's 2020. Why can't men groom themselves or, you know, take care of their bodies? Like, it's like the self care they expect men to do is like shaving, fresh haircut, fresh clothes, working out, having a nice body. But I guarantee you women be judging niggas on their nails and feet too. Like,
oh, for sure.
I'm not saying a nigga should come out the spot with some French tips and a clear coat, but he should get, you know, the dirt removed. He should get the dirt removed from under his nails, maybe get them filed down. I'm not saying get the French tips, the clear coat, or the press on My Little Pony nails or whatever, or the rainbow stripes. But I think men,
unless that's what you're into.
unless that's what you're into, you know, we gotta put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I think out the gate initially, the boys might think it's weird, but I think it could be done.
Yeah. See, so my thing is like, if you ask the boys, like, fellas, like, you know, let's go get massages and shit like that. Like, I think there's certain activities like that women do that men can do together, and there's certain ones that I just don't think would be like kosher. Like what? I'll feel weird sitting next to my homeboy and we both getting like our feet rubbed on. Like, that's strange to me, bro. I don't know. I don't know why.
No, I think that's part of it. Like men can get it done. Like, if y'all just chilling, you know, like getting your feet. Like I said, don't get no paint, no clear coat, no buff and wax or whatever. Just fucking like it's a car. But like if they're just like filing the nails, you know, cleaning them up, making them look presentable, cool. It's gonna get weird when these niggas are gossiping, wearing bathrobes and having the towel wrapped around their head and stuff. That's when I'm like, all right, like, y'all, it's a little bit OC now. We gotta, you know, put the jeans and the Jordans back on and continue this conversation.
I was about to say, and it's funny, till I got married, well, engaged at the time, I never went to go get my feet done, bro. Like, I just thought it was the weirdest thing. You know how men, how we can be sometimes. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And I was just so stuck on that. I was like, I'm not doing it. So eventually I went, and you know, I just to get the feet though. I feel weird having my hand on the table while they like buffing my nails with like the little wrist, like, you know how they had a wrist kind of bent a little bit while they were filing the nail down. I don't want to have my wrist bent like that. So I just get my feet done, and you know, like you said, they have the place we used to go to. They had a menu for men and women, and I would always get the sport package, right? So it's basically where they'll cut your nails down, they'll file them down, and then they put that some type of like massaging stuff on your leg. Yeah. That was the part where it was weird. So like the lady, she's rubbing on my leg, right? And I'm looking down and I'm like, wait, is this normal? I was like, did they do this to everybody? So then she glances up at me and gives me like this grin. So I look over at my wife. I said, hey. I was like, you see her, right? I ain't doing nothing. You see her rubbing my leg like that, right? She was like, nigga, they do that to everybody. I was like, okay, all right, if you say so.
That's the norm.
Yeah, so, you know, it was just it's a whole different experience, bro. It is actually really relaxing. That's why I was like, I don't think it's weird to, hit up the boys. Maybe for me, not to get the nails but done, but maybe like like hit the massage parlor or some crap like that. I
Yeah.
don't think that's bad.
Yeah, not at all. It's not weird unless you
Make it weird.
make it weird or you're too macho or too
Mm-hmm.
manly to be like, I'm not going to no fucking spa retreat or spa fucking
You
massage
miss
parlor or
out.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody deserves to be pampered. To be honest, I mean, if we're gonna be real, everybody kind of deserves that day, man. Like you need to just have a day to be selfish. Like that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't,
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with having a self care day, a day that's literally just all about you, your quality me time and everything.
Yep. That's it, man.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's not weird at all. We like it should be normalized. Like dudes should be able to branch out and do more things to make themselves comfortable. Like straight up.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, what's the problem with taking care of yourself to look better? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
look better, feel better for you. You don't have to do that for nobody. Like you
exactly.
don't have to actively be telling people, yeah, I go get my nails done and all this. Do it for you, bro. Keep it,
Yeah, you
keep it
ain't.
to yourself if you want.
Yeah, you ain't gotta televise your trips and your journeys. You could just keep it to
Just
yourself.
do it.
Do it for you, and like have your peace of mind, knowing like, damn, uh, I got this nice ass massage. Like I'm feeling like loose. I'm not tense anymore.
Yeah.
They worked this kink out my neck. They fucking unlocked my calf muscles and shit. Like ain't nothing wrong with getting that shit done to have a wholesome piece of health. You know.
Yeah. And just to wrap it up, man, to all my men that are listening to this, man, it's okay to take care of yourself, brothers. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no shame. We all need that day where it's like, I just need a freaking break, and it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like for the dudes listening, I know y'all like collecting the different kind of dirts under your nails, but clean that shit out, bro. Like
Facts.
you could be a man and have clean hands. Now, granted, if you're a mechanic, you do like a lot of yard work and you get dirty. Cool, you're gonna look dirty as shit because you're doing your job. But like when when you get home, just take that shower, take the extra time to just really just clean yourself off, get under them nails and whatnot.
I agree.
Yeah, but we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, listening to us for week 5, chapter 5 of the No Name podcast. Once again, on this end, it was me, your boy Dre.
It was Travis, man. As always, stay safe, stay healthy out there, y'all.
And you guys take care. There we have it.